I'm Morgan, and in today's Beginner's Training for a 5K video series, we are on location at the Gingerbread Man Running Store in Indiana, Pennsylvania to meet with store owner and shoe expert Chris Geddes, who is going to help us find the correct pair of training shoes for your foot type. Chris, can you explain to us the importance of wearing the proper training shoe for your foot type?
Wearing the proper training shoe helps with a couple different things. One, it helps make your footwork more efficiently, which will also help with, two, making you less likely to get injured and help keep away all the little aches and pains.
When you walk into a shoe store and you're faced with a wall of shoe options like this, how does a person know what type of shoe is right for them?
Well, after a gait analysis, what we would then do is go ahead and put you into a certain category. And really, when you go ahead and narrow down into that category, it really kind of cuts the wall almost into a third. The three different categories are motion control, stability, and neutral. If you overpronate or have that arch that collapses in, which is the most common foot type, would then be if you come down on the heel and then have that arch roll inward, which would cause you to push off that big toe. You would then be in a stability shoe. This is an example of a stability shoe. One of the big differences you'll notice is the different kind of foam in throughout the arch. What this different foam is it's a dual density foam. So it's twice as hard as the white stuff, and that helps prevent that arch from rolling inward. If your foot is neutral, you'll go from your heel kind of right down and push off right down the middle of your foot. Or if you supinate or underpronating would be if you go ahead and land on that outside part of the heel, stay down on that outside ridge where you really don't push off that big toe. You would want to be in the neutral category. Here's an example of a neutral shoe. There's really no extra support. It's going to give you a little bit more of a flexible platform. It's generally going to be a little lighter in weight, and it will have the same midsole all the way throughout the shoe. And then for the more severe overpronation or flat-footedness, it obviously would be just a more severe pronation. Then you would go into a motion control shoe. Here's an example of a motion control shoe. One of the big differences you'll see here is it's a little bit more reinforced than just the stability shoe. It generally has a little bit more of a post, which is just more that dual density foam. This is designed for somebody that is severely flat-footed, severely overpronates, or maybe just pronates a lot and is a little bit overweight. This is going to be your most stable out of all the shoes.
Should you buy training shoes that are too big, too small, or just right?
You should actually buy your training shoes just a little bit big. You want about a thumb's width from the tip of your toe to the front of your shoe. What that helps with is your foot's going to swell throughout the day, about a half size, so you want to give it a little bit of space.
Should you use your training shoes for everyday use?
No, you should generally use your training shoes, obviously, when you're just running, lifting, or doing that type of activity. If you're using it more for everyday use, it's going to cause the shoe to break down a lot faster.
How often should you replace your training shoes?
About every 3 to 6 months. Generally what they say is 300 to 500 miles. If you're doing a little bit less, you can usually get a little bit more out of them, but I know a good pair of workout shoes should not see a birthday.
Which brand of shoe is best?
Every brand makes a good shoe. It's just about which one kind of fits your foot better.
This has been some great information, Chris. Thanks for helping us better understand how to find the proper training shoes.
No problem. Thanks for coming in.
Finding the right training shoes is definitely an investment, but it's worth it. So purchase shoes with the right level of support, regardless of color, style, or brand. I encourage you to stop by your local running shoe store and get yourself fitted in a proper pair of training shoes today. Until next time, happy training!